think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me once in a while, please promise me you'll try. Hello FlossTube, I'm back again. We are having some awesome fall weather. It is not too drippy, it's not too cold. It's kind of in the mid-50s to just about 60 degrees, but it's got some sun out there, so it's almost ideal. It's wonderful outside. We had a couple of very, very drippy days in the very beginning, like the 21st and 22nd, like the first day of fall was extremely wet and drippy, and we had some thunder going through here, but all of a sudden this week has just been wonderful. So I am so enjoying the fall weather. I hope you guys are too. I'm so glad to say it's fall. I felt like it would never ever get here, but it's here, and it's beautiful. I've got some good stuff to show you this week. I am sorry my video is late. I meant to do it last week, but I've had some unexpected setbacks on free time to do videos. So I might be able to explain a little bit of that, but for right now, just say I have some good progress, some good updates to share. I'm excited about a couple things, and I hope I can inspire a couple of you with some of the stuff I have to share today. Last week I showed you my progress on my soda project that I was done with, oh, I don't know, two-thirds of the project. Well, within about a week of doing my last video, I had a finish. I finished it, and I'm so excited about it because it's all done. I've got it all finished, and I've got it washed, and I forgot to grab something to put behind it. Let me just 1 second. I'm just gonna let this go because this is real life, people. Okay, best I have right now is a priority box. You know, the stuff to deal with this. Alright, here is my finish. It's so cute. I cannot believe, I can never believe how much it pops when the background, when the back stitching gets on it. Look at the back stitching. Look at this project. Why am I going dark? Look at up close. I finished the low part with the coral and the shells and these little fishies over here. Great. That's just what I wanted. And my favorite part are those two little mermaids on the bottom. They're so cute. But the outlining just brings this whole picture to life. It's so adorable. I do not know what I'm going to do with any of my soda projects. I was talking to a person, I was talking to a fellow FlossTuber, and we were talking about how adorable the soda projects are, and she was talking about how she is looking at stitching one before her little girls, you know, get too old to want them on their walls, and I said, I'm in my 30s, and I like them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But even if I just keep them in a box, in my happy box, so then I can just pull them out and just smile, because they just make me smile. They are just so sweet, and they're so colorful and detailed, and I don't know, they brighten my day just to look at them. I just think they're so cute. So there is a finish. Very excited about that. That project took me about a month. But keep in mind, I was working on other projects as well. I've been trying to keep up a pretty fairly routine rotation, and I feel pretty good about the different things I've been getting done. So, in regards to my rotation, I need another background for this. In regards to my rotation, I have also gotten some progress done on my HAED. And it's hard for me to keep showing the HAEDs because I'm working on multiple projects, so I'm not getting a terribly huge amount of progress done on a HAED that's really terribly visible for everyone else. I can see the difference because I'm working on it as I'm going and I'm seeing it. But basically I've got some more of this down here filled in, and I'm working up here. I'm gonna have to be moving my frame because I'm just at a point I don't want to keep working on it until I move my frame. So I wanted to be sure to show you this before I relocated my frame, so I can keep moving on. I am officially done with a page, and I have now stitched more than a page, and really, really liking it. And I've been just kind of chomping at the bit to get a video done so that I can then move my frame and keep going on it. So yeah, loving it. It's really pretty. Very, very pretty. And I've also, I've been a busy beaver this week. I have 2 FFOs to show you. One of them was unexpected and one of them was kind of expected. So I went ahead after my last tutorial video, my ornament tutorial video, I went ahead and finished the second kitty cat. This required stitching all the way around, you know, finishing the stitching all around on the nylon thread and trimming the felt. So I've got this one done now, and you can see the nice pretty back. I don't know, I love the backs on these little guys when I get them done. And if you are interested in knowing how I made this, my last video, it was either my last video or the video before, I showed a tutorial on how I make these little ornaments. They are so sweet. And now this is the second one in my own personal collection. I have stitched an entire set of the 6 different cats, and I gave them as a gift to my mom several years ago with the determination that I was going to stitch myself a set. I ended up stitching more of them, but I ended up giving more of them away as gifts. I'm finally working on getting my own set completed now. So one of my 2 most exciting things to share today is my other FFO, because it was completely an unexpected finish, but I'm so excited about this. Alright, you guys, I framed this myself, and yes, I am finding glare, but I framed this myself. I stitched this project, you can see my window, I stitched this project back in 2009, and I got this really cute frame, and I don't like the glare. Okay, that's better. I got this really cute little frame, and I framed it myself, and I think it turned out really cute and really pretty, and I already have a spot for it on the wall, and I don't know, I'm just kind of tickled by this. I washed it and pressed it and centered it and got it all done, and I'm just really happy with that. And tickled pink to have a finished stitchy project for myself. I framed a couple of different pictures before, but I've given them away as gifts. Now I have one finally for my very own self, and I'm so happy about it. I'm gonna take 1 second, I'm gonna pause this because I have a slot already set up for it, and I'm gonna be back in a second. Okay, I am back, and as you can see, I now have my picture in its proper place. This is where I'm going to have it displayed because I get to enjoy it, and I finally have something stitched in the background of a video. I hope you can really see it well enough, but I thought if I put it back here, it would be kind of behind my head and a little bit awkward, and I didn't know how to do that. And since I already had kind of this slot already designated for hanging, I thought I'd just do that. So anyway, I'm so excited about that. But of course, since I finished a project, I had to start a new one. So again, I need my background because I got to talk about this one just a little wee bit. Well, What else can I do? What can I show? Hang on one second, because I need something solid. Alright, I got a notebook. You'll see some lines through it, but it's not a big deal. I started my Ink Circles Blue Morpho. This is about a week's worth of work, and you'll have to pardon my light's kind of shifting. My light outside is actually slightly shifting. This is about a week's worth of work on this. The first day I started it, I did just basically the center medallion, like the east-west compass type stuff in the center. And then the 4 subsequent days that I stitched on this, I did 1 butterfly each of those days. I had a day in between where I was working solely on my HAED. I had another day where I was working on the ornament. I had another day I did not stitch at all because I had a migraine the whole entire day. And then today I've been working on the scroll work up top. I had 2 issues with this picture, and one of them has been resolved, but another one is something I'm just going to have to kind of come to terms with. The fabric that I used, this is an awesome piece of fabric. It's a very neutral tone. I had told you originally I was going to stitch this on a cream colored fabric. Well, I went through my box of solid fabrics again, and I came across this piece, which is, I believe, this is bone linen. I had another project, a label for another project on it, but I found as I went through my box I had 2 pieces of fabric set aside for the same project. Now I don't need 2 pieces of fabric for the same stitchy project, so when I pulled them both together I saw that one of them was the proper size for the project, and this one was like gonna waste 3 or 4 inches in one direction. I don't want to do that. But when I looked at the measurements, it was exactly 14 by 14, and I needed exactly 14 by 14 for this ink circles. I put the floss on it, I did toss floss, loved it. So you should have heard me. I was just like squealing. I was like, oh, it's a project! I've got it ready to go. I was so excited. But the fabric is extremely, it's sheerish. It's not, I don't necessarily want to call it thin, but it's sheer. And if I hold it up like this, you can see my fingers through it. You can see everything behind it. It's very thin, which brought on the problem of trailing threads. Every little bit I did, when I tried to jump to the next little segment, all the trailing threads stuck out like a neon sign. And I didn't want that. So my resolution, you'll have to forgive me, I used claws in here to tighten up my Q-snap clamps, and they kind of shred a little bit over time. You can see the backs. I have to do the pin stitch on all of every section so that they don't have trailing threads. There was only one spot of a trailing thread, which is right, this black one, this dark one right here, which I ended up not taking out. That's the one trailing thread on the entire project. Everything else is awesome. You can't see anything from, you can't see anything showing up in behind in the black or in the background. So everything looks really pretty. It's lovely. I love it. I love the colors here. They're so pretty. They're so much prettier than I expected them to be, even in the picture of the pattern. The colors on Etsy, the colors on the 123 Stitch website of the actual floss, they look so dull and dark, and the colors in person are so pretty and rich. The other problem I came across with this problem, can I talk right today? The other problem I came across with this project was I am not a fan of this color up here. It's kind of going into some shades of like greeny goldy brown, and I'm not a fan of that. And if I had known that was the color, and if I had been able to visit like an LHN, sorry, if I had been able to visit an LNS, which I only have one LNS, which is about an hour away, and I don't ever get there. I have to buy all my specialty stuff online. If I had a better idea of what the colors looked like in person, I probably would have chosen a different color, but I don't, so I just got the recommended color. I could have chosen to return the threads, and just stitch it in just a solid DMC, but I waited too long to decide that, and I can't return them at this point. So I'm just gonna keep going on it. It's lovely, and it's very pretty, and I'm hoping by the time I get it like up on a wall, I won't notice the, it's almost going into olive greenies in the brown. Hope I won't notice that as much. But anyway, I'm really excited about my new finish, and my new start, and my new FFO. It's been a good week for that. So I have a list of what I'm supposed to show, and I'm trying to keep track of what I'm going to show because I had kind of a list of what I was going to do and how I was going to do it, and getting slightly confused. Alright, I was going to show some stashquisitions. Now, they're not my stashquisitions so much this time because I don't really have anything new to share in the way of stitchy stuff this week. I was going to place an order through 123, and I just have not been able to push the submit button. I'm feeling a lot of pressure knowing that Christmas is coming before too long, and I have quite a few people to buy gifts for, and just, oh, I don't want more debt. So I'm trying to just work with what I have right now. But my mom ordered a couple things, and I'm just going to show you what she got, because we kind of hold the rule that if she has something, I can use it. If I have something, she can use it. And so we share our patterns. And she got some really good ones. So I'll start with this one, which is a Stoney Creek, and it's called Christmas Sentiments. And this one's really pretty. I was surprised. I saw it at a distance, and I was like, I don't know, that doesn't really do anything for me. But as I got up closer to it and started looking at the prettiness of it, it really is very, very pretty. So she got this one, and it says Faith, Hope, Love, Joy, Peace. It's very, very pretty. And it's got some little star charms above both trees. And basically anything with birds I like. Okay, I'm sorry. I like birds. I'm going to keep stitching birds. Okay. Okay, and then she also got this one, which she has been wanting for a long time. I like this one, and I may stitch this one at some point, but she's been looking at this one for a long time. This one is called Mirabilia, or Nora Corbett's Sea Flora, and this one's really pretty. She liked the hair and the way she's just kind of, you know, throwing her hands up, and just, she looks kind of carefree, and she's very pretty. I really like her colors. I could see changing her hair color a little bit. I might prefer her hair color a little bit different, but I think she's very pretty. I really like the, there's another one that is called, it's in the same series, and it's one that's something Siren. I really, really like that one. I'm not thinking Siren in the Shipwreck. I'm thinking one of the more petite ones. And if I can recall it, I will write that down below. That's the main one I want to stitch, and I'm hoping to do a conversion on the other one. But no, this one's really pretty. I love purple and turquoise, so I could very well stitch this one someday. And then she got this project here, which is Allesandra Adelaide's Gold Christmas. This one is so elegant. I've already bought supplies to do this one. It only calls for, other than DMC, it calls for 2 chronics and 2 beads. So I already bought the supplies to do this one. She is, she bought the supplies as well, but she's talking about doing a conversion of it in green, like a Christmas green as well. I think that could be very, very pretty. And I think there wouldn't be a whole lot to change. It's basically just the ribbon. And I had considered maybe doing it in like a fuchsia color, but I don't know. I think the red is really, really rich. So I think it's just really pretty. I am becoming such a fan. Sorry, why is my light going so bad? I have such good daylight right now. I'm becoming such a fan of the Allesandra Adelaide projects. They're so pretty. And I'm also becoming a big fan of the ink circles. I'm not going crazy. Yeah, there's a couple patterns I like, but I'm not going to go crazy on those. I know they take a lot of time, and some of them require a lot of specialty threads. So I'm not going to go crazy. I'm also liking some of the Jardin Privé patterns. I have a couple of those so far now. This is another pattern she got. This is Country Cottage Needlework Stop and Smell the Roses. This one her and I have both been eyeing for a long time. And so she finally got this one, and I think it is so sweet. And I love, it's got so many details. It's got little birds and bunnies and all the flowers and the little bumblebees. Do you see the little bumblebees down by the roses word? It's so cute. We've been eyeing that one for a while, and she finally just couldn't stand it anymore. And I'm trying to figure out why my light just keeps going dim. It should not be going dim. And then these are the last ones she got, because JBW Designs has some adorable charts. So she got the French Country Umbrella, which is really sweet. And what I love about these is there's a lot of detail in them, but you can stitch them in any color you like. Like, I love that turquoise. I would totally be able to stitch that turquoise. But they give you other ideas. You can stitch it in a red. They give you variations on, you know, different colors you could use instead. You could do an aqua, Caribbean waters, cherry tomato, or pink. They just give you different color ideas. And then she went for the Country Cottage Spring Basket. This little one is really cute. Got lots of different little designs in there. Again, they show you that you can do it in different colors. There's a tealy color one on the back. Really cute. And then this is the last one, also by JBW Designs. This is the French Flower Cart. I think that one is adorable. I really, really like this one. And this one is, it recommends to use it on a 32 count French polka dot fabric. And what's nice is this calls for Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works threads, but it also gives you the DMC versions if you just can't swing it. So that's, I think there's like 2 colors in there that look like you can see a variation, and the other one's just not enough. So maybe 2 colors I would do in the recommended, and the rest would be in DMC. So that's that. I think every pattern there is really nice. And of course, when I started my ink circles, my blue Morpho, when I bought the pattern, she didn't understand it. I showed it to her and she's like, huh? Well, now that I've started stitching it, she's like, you know what? I think I might have to stitch that. So that's just the way we roll around here. One thing I did acquire this last few weeks, is I went and got the pink, my favorite pencil, Pentel Twister Ace. Awesome pencils. I went and got the pink one. I found one on sale at Fred Meyer. So now I have teal and a pink. Fun story is, my mom gave me the teal one for my birthday. I went and got the pink one at Target. A few weeks later, I went to Fred Meyer, found them on sale at Fred Meyer for less money, so I grabbed another pink one and another teal one because I love the teal. Figured I'll go return the one to Target for a higher price and keep the sale price. Got my receipt out and realized I only paid $3.99 for it, not $5.99, so I'm just keeping both pinks, both teals. And then my brother came by and said, I saw this and just thought of you. Handed it to me and handed me another teal green one. So I'm like, yay, collection of pencils. I'm all great with this. You know what? I'll have them for years to come. No problem there. So, I may just need to go get some more ink after a time here. So, I have not done my recommendations for about a month, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a couple of recommendations of the week. First of all, I am still HandDyedDiva, aka the gluten-free stitcher, okay? I'm still kind of maintaining that. I like that still. I have been, this last couple weeks, going on an additional elimination from my diet because something has got my system all upset inside and I don't know what it's been. Sorry, I'm kind of tickling here. I'm not sure what it's been. So I'm going off of dairy and it's been stressful because while I've been eliminating so much other stuff and been on a regular diet of no gluten, no corn, no beans, no all this different stuff, dairy has been like the comfort food for me. It's been, I'll have some pudding, or I'll have a Baby Bell cheese, or I'll have a yogurt. And suddenly my stomach has just been so tumultuous and so revved up and upset and everything. So I decided to go off of it for a little while. I was feeling a little bit better, and then yesterday I had a little bit of cheese on my omelet, and today I've just been all upset again. So this is really frustrating for me. I don't want to be off of dairy. I don't. Really, really don't. When I originally went gluten-free and went on my original elimination diet, I ended up losing about 25 pounds because I wasn't eating much. I had so many things gone from my diet. I didn't eat much at all. And I ended up losing about 25 pounds over the course of, I don't know if it was even 7 or 8 months. I just lost it quite rapidly. And I maintained that for a good long while. And then about a couple years later, my mom and I both went on a diet together. She was realizing she had some high blood sugar, so she was changing her diet pretty drastically, and I just decided to go on it with her. For the most part. I can't do it completely as strictly as she can because I have a little bit of too low blood sugar, so I need to be able to have like some juice if I go too low, or just have some extra carbs or something to keep my blood sugar up higher. And over the course of that, I ended up losing some more weight to where I was down about 55 pounds. I kept that off for a good long while, but slowly I started kind of incorporating some things back in my diet, and I've gone up about between 10 and 15. So I really want to start going back down again. I felt a lot better. I didn't have as much problems with my knee as I've been having. So I'm going to be trying to lose some more weight coming up here, and I think taking dairy out will definitely help me. But I'm not excited about it. I hate diets of any kind. But I really feel like it's about time I do that. Anyway, all of that aside, I have a couple of recommendations for you. I love a good cookie, and there aren't very many good gluten-free cookies out there on the market, but I really like these ones, and you're going to have to just ignore the fact that the cover is ripped, okay? These are Goody Girl cookies. These are Mint Slims. This is totally the fault of the lady at the grocery store. There happened to be a coupon on this box, and when she took the coupon off, it ripped the label off. Yeah, wasn't like that. These cookies are really good. If you ever had before cookies called Mystic Mints, they're like Oreos wrapped in chocolate and mint. That's what these taste like. They're actually really, really good. I don't know if these have a lot of dairy. They have a little bit of milk in the chocolate, but I haven't really had a problem with these that I'm aware of. And they're very tasty. So if you need something quick and you want something that has a good flavor to it, go for the Goody Girl cookies in the Mint Slims. I've tried her other cookies. They taste good, but they're not nearly as good as these are. And I will give you one little word of warning. If you have a warm home at all in the summertime, you need to make sure these are kept in a cooler room of the house, because mine this last summer, I had one 3 or 4 months ago. They were starting to get like soft and melty. So you just got to make sure if in the summertime you have a warmer room, you just keep them in a cooler room of your house. And again, I'm too dark. Great. Okay, and I do have one recipe. I'm going to share one of my favorite recipes for a side dish. This one I will make. I would make this a couple times a week if I could, but there's the person in the family who's not that big of a fan of it. But I really, really love this. This is my saffron rice recipe. I'm going to include it down below. I'll go ahead and read it. This is about 6 servings, 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 cup of grated carrots, 3 cups of chicken broth, 1 teaspoon of coriander, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon crushed saffron, 2 cups of jasmine rice, and 1/4 cup of sliced green onions. This is good stuff. I really, really like this rice. I will say the one person who does not like this rice all that much, him and I very seldom agree on flavors. He likes flavors I don't like. I like flavors he doesn't like. He likes his coffee incredibly bitter. I do not like my coffee incredibly bitter. But I like good, tasty stuff. So, yeah. So anyway, if you've tried anything else in a recipe form before, if you've tried anything I've recommended before, I'd love to know what you thought of it. Because, I don't know, just would. My recommendation also not food related. If you have if you have an appreciation for audiobooks, I would recommend this series. This is the first in the series. This is called Danger in the Shadows by D. Henderson. This is the prequel to the O'Malley series. The O'Malley series is, I believe, 7 stories, starting with the Negotiator, then the Protector, then the Truth Seeker. There's just a group of them. They're all about orphans who adopted each other and all the different things that they deal with, and they're very interesting stories. So if you are interested in audiobooks to listen to while stitching, if you have a rare occasion where you don't want to watch FlossTube at the time, these are some interesting books. They will keep you on the edge of your seat. They're pretty epic. kind of epic. No, they're good. I enjoy them. Looking at my list here. I do have a couple things I'm going to show you from my Etsy shop, but I will do that at the end or near to the end, just in case there are some people who don't care, or I'll just do that now. If you don't care, you can skip right now, but I'll just go ahead and do this. I call this segment my Etsy peek, because I'm going to let you in on a little bit of what I have on my Etsy shop. So I've got this needle scissor fob, which is, if you can see this cute little seahorse on the bottom. I'll show you my hand. This cute little seahorse on the bottom, and I've got different shades of green, warmer and cooler greens. Very cute. Pretty little scissor fob. If you are a fan of the color blue, or if you like sewing machines, I've got this Singer sewing machine, and I've got this really pretty blue one with all these crystal stones and this sparkly mirror silvery stone here. Very pretty. I have, and I don't know if I've shown this one before or not. I don't think I have. If I have, I'm sorry, but this one is a cute little teacup or teapot. It's in purple. You got some pearl beads here. I got a jade bead here. Sorry, I got a hair in my nail. Little jade bead here with different veins and everything through it. And I got this little purple flower, some clear crystal stones, and another purple pearl. Cute. If you are a fan of Halloween, because I know we're kind of coming up on that holiday next, I've got a pumpkin, smiling jack-o'-lantern, with all different shades of orange. Little square beads and jade beads and crystal rhinestones. This could be Halloween or it could just be regular. Here's a kitty cat. I don't know, some of them just look better with my hand and some of them don't. All shades of red. You got red jade beads and red crystal beads. And in here, this is fun, you've got this pretty red bead with roses in the center. Painted roses. It's very, very interesting. That's very cute. And the last one is also kind of in the Halloween, spirit of Halloween thing, is a spider web with a spider. And I got black jade beads here and these fuchsia purple jade beads and gray mirror crystal beads. And like I think I mentioned this before, this this little fob here in particular, I love the feel of this spider one. It's so smooth on the back and it's almost like therapeutic to kind of just feel that. So there's that. Now I do have a couple needle minders as well that I'll show you. And here they are. I've got this resin flowers here. I'm not sure what kind of flowers they are, but they're resin flowers. And this adorable little doggy with a love letter. I don't know if I've shown these before. I lose track of what I've shown or not shown. Very cute little rhinestone puppy dog. And I've got these two, which look at that fun little smiley bumblebee. He's really cute and he's got rhinestones on his wings. He's very cute. And these mermaid tails. Had to have one of those for myself. So pretty. I love the colors on that one and the shimmer, and you can see all the scales. Very pretty. And then I got this one as well, which is Minnie Mouse, a geeky Minnie Mouse, retro Minnie Mouse. She's cute, and she's got rhinestones in her hair and in her dress. She's very cute. For those of you who may have purchased from me before, maybe it's been a little while, I have gotten some new business cards. Yay! I didn't have any for the first little while of selling, and now I have some. Okay, I wanted to do some shout outs because this last week I have seriously done some FlossTube binge watching. And oh my, never mind. Seriously been doing some FlossTube binge watching, and I have come across some new ones that I really enjoyed. I'm going to start off with NostalgicNeedleworker. She was a very soft-spoken, very friendly Southern lady who she's a music teacher, or she was a music teacher, but she loves music, piano, and I don't know, I found her videos very soothing, very enjoyable to watch. I got a lot of good stitching done while watching her videos. I really appreciated in particular the samplers that she did for her children, she personalized them so nicely with little pictures of her kids on the bottom. I thought that was really, really sweet how she personalized them so much. I think it's great that people want to do stitching that is great sentimental value. I have never been personally one that does stitching based on sentimental. I more stitch based on just what I like the look of, but I think it's great when people can find those connections to people and to things and to memories. I think that's great. And I have been kind of on the lookout for something to memorialize my grandmother. I haven't found the perfect thing yet, but I've been keeping an eye out for that. But anyway, if you have not checked out Nostalgic Needleworker, her name is Renee, you should go check her out. I will link her page down below. She's fairly new to FlossTube. Very friendly, very nice, and a very pleasant floss tuber to watch. Another one I found is another sweet southern lady. Her name is MagnoliaNana. I enjoyed her videos very much. She's very soft-spoken. She's kind of, someone said she's a natural. I think she kind of is a natural at this. And I was not surprised at all to hear that she was an educator and that she worked in a library. That just seemed to fit. She just had a grace about her, and I very much enjoyed her videos. You should go check her out. And the third one I will mention is CandyStitches. A very eclectic variation of kinds of stitching styles that she likes to stitch. I was entertained with her videos. She could be very funny. She rescued a kitten. I mean, what more can I say? You got my vote when you rescue a kitten, and then you go and name the kitten Hope. That was so perfect. And what does this world need? This world needs just a little bit more hope. And so one more little bit of hope in the world is a good thing. So good job on the name. Take good care of that kitten. Hope to see that she's improving quickly. Show pictures if you have not already. I have not watched all your videos. You could have already. I'm still working on it. But go check out CandyStitches. That is all of my shout outs for today. I did want to mention, this is kind of exciting, on the 5th or 6th of this month, it will be my 6th month anniversary doing FlossTube. Where did the time go? Seriously, where did the time go? It feels like it's maybe been 3 months. 3 to maybe 4. It's been 6 months. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So celebrate. Happy 6 months. That was a little cheesy. Whatever. I'm just happy. I did want to say, in lieu of all the tragedy that's been going on, I mean, this world is it needs a little break from tragedy, guys. It's sad. All the hurricanes and all the people out of their homes and not having what they need to live well. And then to go having, let me speak bluntly, a moron go and cause so much pain and devastation, needless pain and devastation to families he has no knowledge of and he has no connection to. It so saddens my heart that someone could do something so evil and just, oh well, can't change it now, so now I'm just gonna kill myself. I mean, this is kind of my feeling, and I feel this way every single time I hear of, for instance, like a murder-suicide. If you're thinking about doing a murder-suicide, start with the suicide first. Your problems are over, and your family gets to live. That's my take on it. Don't start with the murder first. Start with the suicide first. If that's your only way out, and that's what you're determined to do. Don't go snuffing out a life because you're selfish and because you've got problems. Leave their lives alone. So I am so sorry for the pain that has been caused to these families who did not deserve this in any way, shape, or form. Nevada, you are strong. You're going to get through this, and you're going to be even stronger on the other side. I'm praying for you guys, and just know that this world, this country, we're standing with you, and we're going to see things get better, and we're going to see you walk out of this, and you're going to, like I said, you're going to be stronger on the other side of this tragedy. I'm praying for you. I'm so, so sorry. I'm so looking forward to the day when there is peace, and when all tears are wiped away, and we can just live in harmony with each other. I'm looking forward to that day, because we need a little hope. We need a lot of hope. And I'm sorry. I've been just on a little preachy soapbox, haven't I? I'm sorry. But you know what? I'm thinking about all of you, and I'm so thankful that you guys are safe. And I'm thankful for you coming and watching and visiting me. I love you guys. Jesus loves you guys. I hope you can take, if you take nothing more from this video, you take a little bit of encouragement knowing that he said he'd never leave you or forsake you. I want you guys to be blessed. Be blessed. Have a good day. Enjoy your fall. And until next time, ciao for now.